What's going on, family? My beautiful conscious family, my beautiful YouTube family. What is up? Soulful Brody, back again with another video. And today it's super hot out for one. Golly, feels good out here getting the sun. Hell yeah. But today I want to talk about a certain corruption in society that is very detrimental to myself and all of you and all of the world. But this one really hits me, and that is the music industry. The music industry is so corrupt beyond belief that a lot of people won't understand what I am talking about. True artists and true creative people, true female-minded people will understand what I'm talking about. How it is corrupted, for one, is that music has such a big say in our youth and determining what they believe in, what culture they take, and how they will live their lives. That's been proven. Look at each decade and how music has developed and changed the way the culture is. You can look it up, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all of it, and where we are now. And I mentioned the elites a couple times in my earlier videos, and they have a big say in this because they control the major artists that we are listening to. Now, when I say it is corrupted, I mean a lot of good, talented artists who have very creative minds, very beautiful ways to express themselves, beautiful ways to express this world we are on through the music outlet, through the medium. And it sickens me to see how many creative-minded artists are just being consumed and brainwashed by the industry, ultimately these elites. Now, this music industry will take a lot of talented people from low-income households, tough places to live, a lot of poverty, and they will basically say, hey, here's a bunch of money. I want to produce your shit. I want to make you big. And what happens is these people, these talented people in these low-income states, it's like a saving grace to them because it's not a knock on them at all, because they just want to live. They just want to eat. They want to support their family. And I love that. I respect that drive so much. So yeah, they're going to sign that deal. Hell yeah, they're going to fucking sign that deal. And what happens when these artists sign this deal is their music gets corrupted. Like, I am always a fan of artists and bands' first projects that they come out with. Their very first couple things, because that is all them. That music and that art is translated all from their inside, how they feel. And what happens is, whether they get a little buzz or they sign to a label, whether they know it or not, the music becomes corrupted, or it becomes going down a path that the industry, that these elites will want to spread to the general public. You can look at all of these talented people, Juice WRLD. This man could freestyle for an hour straight. And all of his music is a crying call that he is so depressed and he's struggling with addiction. And the music industry loves it. They will never try to help this man out. That's the last thing they want to do, because all of this depressing, addictive music that he's putting out is making a fuck ton of money for them, for him too, but for them. And he knows that the money that he's making has come to a certain point that it's not going to make him feel better. Money will not make you feel better. Money will not make you feel better. What really makes you feel better is doing something you love, surrounding yourself with a good community, and supporting love. Now, Juice WRLD, I believe he always wanted that. X, on the other hand, he was a bot to it initially, and he understood everything that I'm saying. He understood that money doesn't matter. You start to look at X's career and why this man was so impactful. Now, he's a very controversial artist, but early on in his career, yes, for sure, because he was almost like an industry plant. But he realized that, and he started making art and music that he truly felt would impact the world, and he started giving back, and he started understanding this, and the music industry wasn't having it. And he dies, and these people keep dying, and at the expense of these elites, these higher ups who feed off of these young talented people getting into these low depressive states and dying so they can make a fuck ton of money. And it's so sad. A lot of the music I've been listening to is independent artists, because whether these artists who sign to a label or not, they might have good intentions, like, yeah, I'm just want to get money, and then they go in with a producer. That music gets twisted, even on the vibrational level, the sound level, where they'll incorporate things that are popular to the public, so it'll get more views. Therefore, their art has been tarnished. I would rather listen to something original and maybe not polished than something that is polished, but I've heard it 50 other times. You know? Why are all our artists dying? Why are all these talented people dying? I look at our generation and I get upset about it, because I know we're so much more than this. We are worth so much more than this. People look at like 6ix9ine recently. He was talking about, you guys are nothing to me because look at all these views I got in a day. Got whatever million, I don't give a fuck. Numbers don't matter. Numbers are an illusion. Numbers are the biggest illusion. People, this is what I talk about in my other video with the male brain. People look at numbers and they determine success off of numbers. That is so stupid. How many likes you get on a video, how many comments, or not even comment, how much money you make, how many views you got, determines success. How come a lot of these artists are getting hella views, but they're not happy? Meanwhile, on my channel, I got like 4 or 5 of y'all, and I'm a fucking rainbow. Oh man. Hey man, I get more than 4 than 5 views. But yeah, this is so passionate to me because the music industry controls our generation, whether we like to believe it or not. It does. Whatever you're listening to, it will impact you in a certain way. And I wish a lot of those ways were more positive. Instead of promoting drugs and gang violence and abuse of women and a lot of there's a lot of addiction and drug problems. Oh my God! Like, I will say this: a lot of people, like, I will call them just like the rap industry, the trap industry, because they're brought up in these tough societies where they are rapping during the art form of what they see every day, and I get that. Like I can't say nothing to that, because that's truly what they've been through. They've been through the gang shit. They've been through the drug deal and stuff, the shooting and all that stuff. So they are creating an art form of what they lived. But I think these industries take advantage of that. They make that look way too cool. They make it look fun to do that. They make it look, like you're nothing if you believe in peace and individuality and standing up for your own originality. It gets me so passionate about this stuff because I love music. Music is the best art form in my mind. Art is something that moves you, and music moves everybody. Music moves everybody. It's a very big influencer. And there are a lot of famous people that have sold their soul. What I mean by selling your soul, you give up that message for money, for fame. And we know how the results go. You're not happier. You're still in that same state. Lose the numbers, lose the ego, and truly love what you're making, the craft. It's beautiful. That's spiritual right there, baby. That is it. Anyways, this video went pretty long. I hope y'all keeping good. Hope y'all staying safe. Spiritual Brody. Soulful Brody. Once again, signing off. Peace.